I will be telling you how to change the oil in a vehicle. In this case, I'll be changing the oil in a Chevrolet Silverado 2009. It is a gas engine. First, I'm going to tell you some of the stuff that you'll be needing to change the oil. Of course, you'll need your oil. For different vehicles, it requires different oils. For this one, it's a 5W20. And it's the same for the oil filters. So you got to make sure you get the right oil filters. I'll also be using a 15mm socket with a ratchet wrench and an oil pan. Step 1 is finding the oil plug. It is located right on the oil pan, right beneath the engine block. You're going to want to loosen it and take it all the way out. I'm going to loosen it, but once you start getting it loosened, you'll have to put the oil pan underneath it to catch all the old oil so it does not spill. Pause it. When you get the oil plug about ready to come out, you want to put the oil pan underneath to catch the old oil. Slowly remove the old oil plug and make sure you catch the plug so it does not go into the old oil. You might get some oil on your hands, but that's nothing that some soap can't fix. And once you get it out, your oil should run clean. Which leads us to step 2. If you drop the plug in the oil pan, make sure you grab it out quickly so it does not get covered in all the oil. Make sure that you drain all the oil out of the oil pan before removing the filter, which is step 3. While you wait for your oil to drain, you can also check the other fluids in your engine, such as your brake fluid, your power steering, and your transmission fluid. Once all your oil is done draining from your oil pan, you will want to take off the filter. Filters in many different vehicles can range from the bottom of the engine to the top to the side of the engine. On this pickup, it's located right beside the oil plug, right where my hand is. You want to start loosening it. It should only be hand tight. Once you get it loosened, make sure you hold it upright because there will be oil coming out. Let the oil drain out of the oil filter for a little bit so you don't get completely covered in oil. Alright. Slowly remove the filter, and you want to take the filter off and set it in your oil pan. Try to keep it as upright as possible and turn it over into your oil pan. Be sure to let the oil filter hole and the oil pan drain completely before putting any of the new stuff back on. My dad always taught me to make sure to lube up this outside ring so it seals tightly onto the engine block. So what you want to do is take one of your fingers, dip it in your oil, and run it around the outside ring on your oil filter until it's completely covered in oil. Once all the oil is drained, you want to start putting back on your new stuff and your oil plug back in the pan. I start by putting on the oil filter first. My dad always taught me that rule of thumb is just go hand tight. Never go any tighter than hand tight.